Today, there are tons of new restaurants and places to check out in each city. Resources like Yelp may help individuals make that choice a little easier. We went out and asked students at Cal State Northridge about their thoughts on Yelp.
I do use Yelp when I Google things because Yelp comes up as top when you Google things. So like if I Google something and then Yelp pops up, then I'll read the reviews. Other than that, I'm not going to use Yelp itself.
And then I use Yelp just to kind of like check out where good restaurants are like around the area that I'm in, see if there's anywhere that I would want to go eat.
I'm neither for or against the system, but it's actually relatively convenient. So you get to see like what other customers have actually thought about their experiences, but at the same time you also have to give into account the fact that some are actually biased.
I'm not very familiar with it. I don't use it very often.
I don't really use Yelp, but I have heard about it, so.
I've like looked at it when looking at like restaurants and stuff, but I don't really, at the end of the day, I'll figure it out for myself, even if it doesn't have a good rating. If it has like a 1-star rating and they say there's like bugs on the wall, then like, yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
Basically use Google and type anything that comes, like I type what I'm looking for, and then whatever pops up, I look at to see what is around.
I just ask people, just what did you think about a place? And whatever they tell me, I feel like it's more convenient than, a website that I don't even know who's the person talking about.
I think that I think I just say Google it more than Yelp. I just say Google what's around the area, and then if Yelp pops up, then great. If it doesn't, then whatever.
Personally, I don't trust the people who write reviews because I feel like they have too much time on their hands. Like if you go to like a restaurant and what are you gonna critique? Oh, the food was really salty, like I didn't like the service. Like you have way too much time in your hands. If you're going home, writing a 40-minute article on Yelp, so I could just go on there and be like, well, this guy has too much time on his hands. I don't trust it. I'd rather just go try it myself.
Because I believe there's too many haters out there, and if you don't like salty food, I like salty food, like he said before. Like that's not gonna help me for your taste. I don't eat fish. If I go to look at a fish place and it says, oh, it's tasty, it's delicious, I hate fish, so all y'all liars,
Worked in restaurants for 5 years, and it seems like people only really go online, or they're more likely to go to the online review sites if their experience was negative, as opposed to if it were positive, they tend to not really say anything.
That Yelp reviewers are, for the most part, okay. I think that Yelp is actually used, without the benefits for servers, I think that Yelp is not the best device out there, especially because of its you can be completely anonymous.
I used to be a server, so if you have one bad experience, they're gonna talk bad about you. So I wouldn't.
It's kind of biased, I feel. It's like mostly people that are like thinking about negative things about where they went are the ones that go and post things. Not really the good ones.
I've written a fake review on Yelp. So I've used it before, but it's like I said, it's completely anonymous. So you never know who's writing it or what they're saying.
It takes some pretty good service.
Really good or really bad service?
Customer service.
I tend to just figure it out myself and see if I like it. I don't really look at what other people, their other reviews.
I had a good experience, yeah, but I don't know why sometimes when you have a bad experience, it's when you want to do it the most.
I've reviewed stuff on Amazon before, but I've never negatively reviewed something because most of the time I'll just return that.
That Yelp and things like that really affect is if you have a personal business. If you're starting your own business, when say I start a jewelry company and I sell jewelry and I have bad ratings, then that will personally affect my business, because when people look at that and they say, oh, I don't know anything about this guy's new, it's not like it's a franchise. A franchise is different, they already have the reputation, but when you're setting up your reputation, that's the only time that those ratings actually affect you, or to me personally, that's when I think, I'm gonna actually take them into consideration.
I think that especially management looks very heavily into Yelp. I think it's when it comes to scheduling your servers, figuring out who's gonna be your managers, they really take a high value on what people are saying, because especially in service industry, the customer is always right, and the customer is who you need to be able to make your industry thrive. So without Yelp, I think that my managers would be a little bit lost right now.